So then guys, picture this: your wrist buzzing with the most powerful Apple Watch yet. Bigger screen, faster chip, maybe even true 5G and satellite support that could literally save your life. Sounds crazy, right? Well, we're only days away from Apple's big September event. And today we're diving deep into the last-minute rumors surrounding the Apple Watch Ultra 3. And trust me, if you thought the Ultra 2 was impressive, this year's upgrade might just convince even the most stubborn series owners to make the switch. But hey, real quick before we get rolling, if you love staying up to date on Apple leaks, news, and reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. Alright, let's jump right in. Last year was kind of disappointing for Apple Watch Ultra fans. The Ultra 2 was a solid watch, but Apple mostly gave it a fresh coat of paint and some software perks, while the Series 10 hogged all the spotlight. That was a little odd, considering the Ultra is supposed to be Apple's crown jewel smartwatch. The Series 10 packs some real muscle: a slightly larger display, the faster S10 chip, and that slick LTPO3 OLED panel, which gave it buttery smooth animations, improved battery efficiency, and even let the second-hand tick in always-on mode. Oh, and the viewing angles? Way better than anything on the Ultra 2. So naturally, Ultra fans were left scratching their heads. But now, Apple seems ready to make up for it with the Ultra 3. Let's start with the most obvious: the screen. The Ultra line has always been about size and durability, and this year it looks like Apple is doubling down. Leaked code references point to a new resolution for 120 by 514 pixels. That's a small bump compared to the Ultra 2's for 110 by 502. But even a minor increase matters because it makes this the largest Apple Watch display ever. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Come on, that's barely anything," remember, Apple rarely increases screen size without trimming the bezels. And let's be honest, the Ultra's bezels are thicker than your morning toast. So if Apple manages to shrink them even a little, that's going to make the watch look sleeker and more modern. And of course, the big move is switching to that same LTPO3 OLED technology we saw on the Series 10. What does that mean? Well, you're looking at around 40% brighter viewing angle, 7 better battery efficiency, higher refresh rates for smoother animation, simultaneous scrolling through your workout metrics or maps, and everything just feels snappier, smoother, and sharper. Now, let's talk under the hood. The Ultra 3 is expected to debut with Apple's brand new S11 chip. Now, don't expect it to suddenly turn your watch into a gaming console. Apple isn't chasing massive raw speed here. Instead, the focus is on efficiency, longer battery life, smoother performance, and powering that upgraded display without draining your wrist overnight. Think of it like upgrading from a gas-guzzling truck to a hybrid SUV. You still get the power you need, but you're stretching every drop of fuel. In this case, every drop of battery. Here's where things get interesting. Traditionally, the Apple Watch Ultra ships only in a cellular model, unlike the regular series where it's an optional upgrade. But this year, we might see a big leap. True 5G support. Rumors suggest Apple could ditch Qualcomm modems in favor of MediaTek, one of the few companies making 5G chips designed for wearables. And if that's true, we're talking about faster connectivity, lower latency, and more reliable streaming. Imagine making FaceTime audio calls from your watch with zero lag while you're out on a run. That's the kind of jump 5G could deliver. But wait, it gets even better. Apple might finally be bringing satellite communication directly to the Ultra 3. We already have emergency SOS via satellite on iPhones, which lets you message emergency services or share your location even without cell service. Now imagine having that baked into your watch. You're hiking in the middle of nowhere, no signal, no cell towers, but you twist your wrist, tap a few buttons, and boom, you can reach help or at least let loved ones know you're safe. If this really does happen, it's going to be an ultra-exclusive feature, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. The Ultra is designed for adventurers, divers, climbers, hikers. It's not just a tech flex at Starbucks. The design is for the design. Don't expect huge changes. Rumors say the case size stays the same, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. The Ultra already has a bold, rugged look. What's more exciting is the possibility of slimmer bezels, which makes the display pop even more. And who knows, maybe Apple throws in a new band or two. Personally, I'd love to see another metal mesh dive band. It's sleek, stylish, and screams premium. So there you have it. The Apple Watch Ultra 3 isn't some wild reinvention, but it's shaping up to be the biggest leap in the Ultra line since the original a larger and better display, the new S11 chip, potential 5G support, and maybe even life-saving satellite connectivity. It's a package that finally puts the Ultra back ahead of the series models now. Will this be enough to convince Series 10 users to upgrade? Maybe not, but for anyone rocking the original Ultra or the Ultra 2, this could be the refresh you've been waiting for. So what do you think? Would you buy the Ultra 3 for its new display and satellite features, or do you think Apple is just playing catch up with the Series 10? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And hey, if you want to keep up with all the Apple news, leaks, and reviews, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Also, check out the other video on screen right now where I break down exactly what's coming at Apple's iPhone 17 event. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Asterisk.